Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Monday, September 30th. A pleasant morning here in the Mid-Atlantic region. It looks like a nice week. Our nice weather pattern will continue, although it will get warm. It'll get well above normal temperature-wise beginning on Tuesday and continuing pretty much for the remainder of the week right into about the Friday time frame. Normal high temperatures right now in Philly, for example, are about 73 degrees, and we'll be pushing the 80-degree mark by tomorrow afternoon and into the 80s on Wednesday. And again, near 80 degrees it looks like for Thursday and Friday. The next cool down looks like it'll occur in the latter part of the weekend and the early part of next week in that time frame. That frontal system could bring some more rains to the Mid-Atlantic region, but for the most part, nice weather pattern continues, and this time we'll get above normal temperature-wise in the Tuesday through Friday time frame. Well, let's take a look at the latest surface map. Still have high pressure just sitting right along the East Coast, dominating the scene here. There is a weak cool frontal system right here over the Ohio Valley. A little bit of rainfall with it, but that completely falls apart by the time it reaches the Appalachian Mountains, and it pretty much just dissipates. We'll have no impact on our temperatures. In fact, we'll be warmer tomorrow than we are today after that frontal system just completely dissipates. Today's temperatures are relatively close to normal, but again, we'll get back to above normal levels by tomorrow afternoon. Big storm out here in the Pacific Northwest. They continue to have some rain, and in the higher elevations where it's cold enough for snow, a few inches are piling up in some of those higher elevations in the Pacific Northwest over the next 24 hours. Well, here's the latest infrared satellite loop from the SSEC Wisconsin website. We did indeed have a low pressure system intensify off the East Coast over the weekend, but it stayed far enough offshore to allow for the continuation of this nice weather pattern here in the Mid-Atlantic region and the New England area as well. This will come about this close and then start pulling away, affecting only the Canadian Maritime provinces over the next day or so. Here's a band of clouds associated with that dissipating frontal system. Again, this will completely fall apart. There are some clouds and even some patches of fog in and around the Mid-Atlantic region this morning. Most of that will burn off by the mid-morning hours, and there can be a mix of clouds and sun for the remainder of today as well as tomorrow. Not totally cloud-free by any means, but still some sunshine both today and tomorrow. And the warmer conditions move in by Tuesday afternoon. Lots of clouds out here, a nice spin in the atmosphere here in the southwestern part of Canada. Again, a lot of the action over the last couple of days has been out in the Pacific Northwest, and that's where the heaviest rainfall and snow is right now as we begin the new week. Well, here's the latest radar loop from the Penn State Ewald site of the northeastern part of the country. Just a few showers here associated with that dissipating frontal system here across the Ohio Valley. None of this will pass over and make it over the Appalachian Mountains. A few showers offshore associated with that offshore low pressure system, but again, we're kind of in a squeeze play here right along the I-95 corridor with nothing but high pressure. It looks like it'll be rain-free today with a mixture of some clouds and sun and pleasantly warm afternoon temperatures. Meanwhile, here's a radar loop for the Pacific Northwest, and again, this is where all the action is. Some of this whiter area right in here represents some snow at the higher elevations, and there are some heavy downpours falling with the showing up as yellow here with the radar echoes. So again, another Pacific Northwest inclement day is in store with rain at the lower elevations and some snow at the higher elevations in the Pacific Northwest. Well, I thought we'd take a look at the upper level map this morning. This is the 500 millibar, about 18,000 feet or so, because it kind of shows what's going on in a nice succinct way. A little bit of a low pressure area in the upper part of the atmosphere associated with that surface low offshore, but that continues to pull away. Basically, the main action is still confined to the Pacific Northwest in terms of a strong upper level low, and this high pressure ridge centered over the southwestern part of the nation tends to build to the east over the next couple of days. And now let's jump ahead to the upper level forecast map for Friday morning. And here it is for Friday morning using last night's Zero-Z GFS model run. Notice southwesterly flow here pumping warm air into the Mid-Atlantic region. Again, that begins on Tuesday, probably peaks in terms of afternoon high temperatures on Wednesday, low to mid 80s up and down the I-95 corridor, but still all the way into Friday we still have basically west to southwest flow in the upper part of the atmosphere, so we will be well above normal from Tuesday at least through Friday, sometime into the weekend. Then this is the Pacific Northwest upper level low that moves to the Rocky Mountain region by the latter part of the week. That will swing to the east and swing a cool frontal system into the eastern part of the country. Sunday, Monday time frame looks like probably that's the next chance for some bona fide rain here in the Mid-Atlantic region, and it certainly looks like it'll turn cooler behind that the early part of next week. But above normal temperatures from Tuesday through Friday here along the I-95 corridor between D.C., Philly, and New York City. That's it for now. For the SIWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.